Hi everyone, it's SuNN. Thanks for joining me for another Fabricate Friday video. I told you on Monday that I was going to show you how to make this cute little box that holds all the cards that I made on Monday. So there's 5 cards in the new colors. So Watermelon Wonder, I'm not used to the names yet, Mint Macaron, Cucumber Crush, Delightful Dijon, and Tip Top Taupe. Now, before I get started in this little box, I want to apologize for any ambient noise that you're going to be hearing. I am like that right there. I am sponsoring for, or I'm a foster mama for some baby kittens for the SPCA, and they seem to, all little 6 kitties seem to be sleeping, but the mom seems to be a little rambunctious. So anyway, they're my little helpers, and yeah, I apologize for any noise. She is trying to wean them, and she gets a little annoyed when they come looking for some supper. They do have food. They're about 5 weeks, and all of them are black. They're pretty cute. Anyway, so in order to make this box, it is, I used 1 sheet of 8.5 by 11, and I cut it down to 7 1/8 by 10 7/8. So that way you get the perfect, I mean, it is perfectly sized. Like no room for any more. 5 cards only, and they have to be decently flat. I did put some dimensional underneath the greeting here, and as you see, I have some on this side and some on that side. And really, I just wanted to make sure that I could fit this box, that we could use this box just with a 1 sheet of paper. Oh, let me zoom out just a little bit. So I did have to sort of skimp a little bit on the paper, on the sizing. Okay. Now, I know that you can't see it because my light's so bright. It's in the middle of the day, so hopefully the lighting is just a touch better. And so with the, I've already pre-stamped, and I'm using the Flowering Flourishes. I'm using this image here. I really like the pattern. Isn't it beautiful? And I'm loving the new Mint Macaron. I'm assuming in Canada, anyway, if it's if there's 2 O's, that means macaroon, and 1 O means macaron. So I'm calling it macaron, and I'm not trying to be fancy. that's the way I'm pronouncing it. All right. So I pre-stamped and just random stamped. And if you've never random stamped before, start with your middle image. This was the first one I started with, and then I sort of filled in, you know, going from the middle. That way you don't have any. So I'm planning my random stamping. Good grief. Okay. Oh, this is a joy. It really is nice having the kitties, but I didn't think about doing videos when I said, yes, I'll take 6 kitties plus their mama home with me. So on the 10 7/8 length, I'm going to score at 5/8, and you know me, I gotta count 1 2 3 4 5 for accuracy. So 5/8, 5 1/8, 5 3/4, and 10 1/4. And then we're going to flip, and we're going to do 5/8 again, and 6 1/2. I've made this size, well, I've made this style of box before, but not to house cards in. So this is just one more option. Okay, so we're going to fold and burnish all of the creases. Okay, cutting is pretty easy. We're going to cut up that score line and do a wedging. Same here. We only wedge on the tabs. Just ensures a better close. Oh, listen to that silence. It's great. They actually don't meow so much. They like to just sort of, they kind of chirp. I've had them for about a week now. And wow, what, you know, a week in a kitten's life? What big changes. Before they were constantly nursing their mom, and now they're eating real big, well, kitten food. And they're using the litter box. It's good. Okay, so I'm using Fast Fuse for speed. You totally could use Tombow, and I think, I don't know, like I like Fast Fuse for this sort of thing because it's quick and easy, and it actually is a pretty strong adhesive. The one thing that I actually don't like about it is that on a little small piece, I have a hard time predicting where that little strip of adhesive is gonna go. Hey, kitty, kitty. Do you want to see one of them? Come here. Oh, come here. I don't know if you can see. Look up. Look up. Look at baby. Oh, are you going to be my crafting buddy? Whoops, don't get stuck. That's the only one that actually has color on him. He's super fluffy. Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? Oh, was that a meow? Oh, was it a meow? Oh, okay. Bye-bye. Go sleep with your brothers and sisters. All right, enough goofing around. Sorry. They're just so darn cute. The little girl upstairs, her name is Christopher, and she has named that particular one, the white and black one, she named him Morpheus. So I've stuck with the Matrix for names, the movie The Matrix. And yeah, so I've had a few names from that movie. I had to look it up, but honestly I can't really tell them apart. They're all black except for that one. All right, so you see what I've done. So you still have these tabs to go. Now at this point you get to choose as to which side you want to be your lid, and it really doesn't matter to me, so I'm just sticking it down. And I'm using my word window punch. It's vaguely in the center. Just gonna punch that out. Oh, and with all of my boxes now, oops, that I do with this, I am taking my scissors and I'm cutting off this corner. If I can do it in one, like basically kind of the size of the blade, so I can see the blade tip there. I'm just gonna cut. I was pretty accurate, but... And then another helpful hint is to take these sides and just give them a really good crease. And then that way, we can tuck all of our cards in. And actually I'll put the mint macaron on the front. And it closes, whoops, straight away in. Hang on. See, there's a way that I'm arranging them so that the box closes a little better. Honestly, there. Just to get it out of one piece of cardstock. This would be perfect if you didn't have any dimension on your cards, right? Just with a little manipulation there. And I don't have any ribbon right now that matches this. So it's in my, hopefully I'll get something in my next order, but I wanted to do something similar to this. I wanted to say that although this looks fairly dark, like black, it's not this. I used Mossy Meadow and just used the ink of Mossy Meadow over top. And of course this is mint macaron, and I just did the mint color straight up tone on tone. So I am going to get my ink out, and seriously just a very little bit of stamping. I have the here for you stamp, but I only want for you. So I'm going to eyeball this, and you don't have to. You can probably mask off if you want to. I'm lazy. There we go. So I'm going to take my word window, punch, and I have a sticky note. It's sticky actually all over, so it's quite handy for this. And then I'm just going to line everything up and measure it out. I guess it didn't like to, there we go. All right. Then one of the little pieces that came off, I'm going to punch that, and I'll just take a little Tombow. It's easy. I said it's easy. Thank you. I like to use my tweezers for these little things just so I don't get my hands goopy. I mean, I'm already goopy as it is just because I do work with glue a lot, but it does help. And then I'm going to stick that on a sticky note. Get it sized up just right. It's sticking. I can't move it slightly to one side or the other. That'll have to do. Okay. Ooh. And then, now I used, in the cards, I used a little bit of that chalkboard paper. just because it has sort of a velvety feel to it, and it looks really neat on just plain like little strips on the cards. So that's what I'm using today. But a black cardstock would be just fine as well if you have it. And the nice thing about Tombow is that you do have a little bit of wiggle room, so you can scooch it over just a tad and then get perfect. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of, I think that someone called this the bones, and I liked it. The bones of your dimensional adhesive. So I think that as card makers, I have a tendency to give gifts as cards, and this card set was very much like a note card. The sentiments were, you know, not birthday, not anything. They fairly generic. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this project and meeting one of my little roommates, and I will see you next week. I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.